government calls Latoya Stewart. This is Latoya Stewart? Yes, sir. State your full name and correct spelling for the record, please. Latoya Stewart. Latoya Stewart. Good morning, Miss Stewart. Good morning. Can you please tell the ladies and the gentlemen of the jury where you are originally from? Is that in New Orleans, Louisiana? Yes, New Orleans, Louisiana. What part of New Orleans is Uptown, Central City? Who did you live with when you lived at... I lived with me and my 4 brothers. My mama was there sometimes. It was off and on. Who were your 4 brothers? Arthur Stewart, Zelia Stewart, Damian Stewart, and Darnell Stewart. Did any of your brothers have some nicknames? Yes. What was Darnell Stewart's nickname? Dernie. Did Arthur have a nickname? Yes. What was that? Bookie. Did you have a nickname? Yes. What was yours? Toya. Now, how old were you when you were living at 2011 Josephine Street? When I moved there, I was 15. When I left, I was 22. You say your mom sometimes lived with you. Yes. Did your father live with you? No. When your mom was not staying with you, where was your mom? She was in an abandoned house around the corner. Did your mom have a drug problem? Yes, she did. So will you and your brothers primarily live by yourselves? Yes, we pretty much raised ourselves. The 5 of you, what is the age range? Bookie was 25. Zelius, he was second oldest. He was 22, 23. Damien, he was 22. Peanut, that's Zelius. He was 24. And Bookie was 25. I was 20. Dernie was 18. So Dernie was the youngest? Yes. When you were living in Josephine Street, how would you guys take care of yourself? How would you support yourselves? We sold drugs. When you say we sold drugs, who from your household sold drugs? Me and my 4 brothers. Arthur, it was just my 3 brothers. Arthur, Damien, me, myself, and Dernie. You had mentioned your brother Zelius, who is nicknamed Peanut. Peanut. Is he different? Yes. How is he different? Well, he was born legally blind and deaf. So the 5 of you were responsible for supporting yourselves primarily? Yes. Would you also go to school? Yes, we went to school. When you say you started dealing drugs on Josephine Street, at what age did you start dealing drugs? 16. When you started dealing drugs, what was it you started dealing? Crack cocaine. Who were some of the other people that lived on Josephine Street while you were all living there? We had a couple guys who stayed around the block. Trell was my children's father. Mike, Pluck, Brian Broussard. They had Dump, Telly, Terrell, Nakia. If I can show you some photographs that I showed you before you testified today, do you recognize the individuals in those photographs, Miss Stewart? Yes. If you could please display Exhibit 51. Who is in Exhibit 51? Nakia. Who is Nakia? That's Telly Hankton. How do you know him? He hung in our house. He hung around us. If you could show 52. Who is in 52? That's Telly's mama. Do you know her? From around Josephine. Can you show Exhibit 53, please? Who is in that? That's Telly. How do you know Telly? From Josephine. Exhibit 55. Who is in that photograph? That's Troy. How will you know Troy? From hanging around. He ain't really hanging around us, but he hang around as Nakia's brother. And then Exhibit 58. That's Dump. Dump? Yes, that's Derek. D-U-M-P? Yes. How will you know Dump? For hanging in our house, hanging around. If I could show you Exhibit 59, who is that? Terrell. How do you know Terrell? From hanging in our house. Is he related to anyone in these photographs I just showed you? Yes, that's Dump's oldest brother. If I can admit photographs 51, 52, 53, 55, 58, and 59 into evidence, Your Honor, so ordered. All these individuals I showed you photographs of, aside really, will you hang out with these people? Yes, every day. Can you describe a little bit what Josephine Street was like when you were growing up on it? It was pretty fun. We sold drugs, but it was a pretty nice neighborhood. Nobody ain't never. Everybody got along. Everybody made their money. Went out to the club. Just normal teenage stuff. Nobody wasn't fighting and carrying on. We just got up, made money, smoked, and got ready for the next day, I guess. When you say smoke, what are you talking about? Marijuana. These individuals that we showed you photographs and some of the other ones that you named, were you all at one point close to each other? We was all close. We all hung. If I can talk to you a little bit more about dealing drugs, you stated you were around 16 when you started dealing? Yes. What were you dealing? Crack cocaine. Who were you getting your crack cocaine from? Most of the time we got it from Telly.